welcome back to Hollow Knight. Last time, we entered the forgotten Crossroads. We met some of the local wildlife, and we managed to meet some friends, like Cornifer, or Sly. Now, we come upon this door right here, and we have a sign here. Best thing that we can do is go in. We have a bench. A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert geo? Sure. Let's insert our geo. It opens up that gate, and now let's ring the bell. See what it does. Huh. It's a giant beetle. Hello.
Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways trace the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you to where you need to go.
The last stag. We called him with the ringing of our bell. These are the stagways, and we are in what is known as a stag station. We got one right here in Forgotten Crossroads. And it seems that there's another station in Dirtmouth. So, let's use the last stag to travel there. Seems we're in Dirtmouth. We can come down to him and we can talk to him right here.
This place. We are near the surface, I believe. There is a town here. You should take the opportunity to rest. This place is much full of travelers coming and going. It seems much quieter now.
We're near Dirtmouth. We'll take a rest like you asked. Thank you. The last stag. Is he? I don't know. Seems there are others like him, maybe. For now, we got this lift. And we hit the switch. It opens up a door. And here, right over here, we have a list of what looks like schedules? Maybe. This station was used once. And let's go out then. We're back in Dirtmouth. It was this station, it was this house right here. It also has a Hallownest crest on it, so I guess this means that this was an official transport system of Hallownest, the Stagways. Could be useful. So, Elderbug, what's happened since we came here? Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him? If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. no competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. Their shopkeeper has come home. He drives a hard bargain. Sly, huh? Let's visit. Hello, Sly.
Ah, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival.
Patamas, Gio.
Pratimas, Gio.
So let's see what he has to sell. A mask shard.
This old thing? Merely a fragment of something larger. Still, maybe you can make some use of it.
It's relatively cheap. Let's buy it. Mask shard number 2.
Patamas, Gio.
You can buy another one. You can buy a vessel fragment. But what else I would like to buy is this. Gathering Swarm.
Do you find yourself leaving a lot of Geo behind as you hurry through the caverns? This charm will make sure that any loose chains finds its way back to you.
Gathering Swarm. This is a charm. It's for a relatively good price, so let's buy that too. Collected a charm. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, open the charms menu while resting at a bench. And I think that's all I want to buy from Sly at this point.
Icobas.
I see they've opened that mapping shop across the way. I suppose a little competition is healthy. Perhaps I should start to sell maps as well. Or is that a little aggressive? Heh, all's fair in a world made of Geo.
Map shop. Cornifer's wife Iselda has opened up her map shop, like he said. Let's check that out later.
Zuma Konkon.
Pocket's feeling empty. If you need some more Geo, take a trip into the ruins below us and hunt around. Just take care not to fall into a Hades. I won't be coming down to rescue you.
We'll watch ourselves, Sly. Thank you. We'll come back. He wants to know if our pockets are empty. Well, let's rest at our bench. And equip a charm by pressing Q. Gathering Swarm. A swarm will follow the bear and gather up any loose Geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant. Normally, charms cost charm notches to equip, but this charm does not cost charm notches. Completely free, so let's equip it. It's like a geomagnet. Anything else to say, Elderbug? I never thought I'd see such a thing. The stag station is opened. That building lay silent since even before my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines. A web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. For an elder bug, the stag stations were closed even before Elderbug was even born. Maybe he's not as old as he makes himself out to be, or at least compared to other beings. That would technically make the last stag older than him. But why would they be closed? Is it because the kingdom fell to ruin? Possibly. Now, let's talk to him again. Anything else to say? A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. she's a tall bug for life. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty. But they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door. I wouldn't put up with it myself. The map shop across the way. A couple, Cornifer and his wife Iselda. A tall bug that has to bend just to get in. That would be this door right here, marked by Cornifer's wonderful glasses. Let's go in. Hello. You must be Iselda.
Bapanada.
Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I have not much interest in retail myself. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. Bapanada. That sounds like Hollow Knight speak for what do you need? Well, she sells mapping supplies. Like this. Wayward Compass. Highly recommended. If you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of ruins below us, try this charm. It'll pinpoint your location on your map. Incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations. Let's buy it. And on top of that, we need to buy that quill. You'll need this if you want to update your map with new areas as you explore. It's essential for anyone serious about mapping. It'll fill out areas on its own, part of our map now. Now these are pins. We'll buy them at a later date. We do not need them now. Iselda.
Mobadis.
Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I thought it a temporary stop, then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is sound business, but other than you, who's buying?
Opom
Are
Sanjo.
you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times, my husband makes Helena sound a wonder, but sometimes it seems a ghastly, dangerous place. Well, I'd like to say that I'm enjoying myself. Maybe Cornifer is too. He's doing what he loves. And there are also a bunch of maps in the background. That's pretty neat. But Iselda doesn't really like this mapping thing. But as long as we give you Geo, what do you have to worry about? Anyway, Iselda, since we didn't buy the Forgotten Crossroads map from you, we bought it from your hubby, can you tell us something about it? Oh, this... It's a map of the Forgotten Crossroads, the area just below Dirtmouth. Cornifer tracked me down there once. It was an empty, lonely place, but still quite impressive. Well, good to know. That's all she really got to see of Helena's. She just stays up here. Well, goodbye. And on top of that, we are also... Well, would you look at that? Our map has been updated because of our quill. We managed to color in Dirtmouth. We got to put the details of the houses and the lamps, and there's a cave near, but we didn't look at that. The place we came out of was the King's Pass. We'll talk about that later. Can't exactly get back there though, we're stuck here. Wayward Compass. Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location. This one is also completely free, because they're utility charms. Well, let's take a look at the rest of our map. The Crossroads. Well, we have that village where we fought the Gruzmother and saved Sly. We have the hot springs. We still have that big helmet in the center. We have to go there. There's also where we found that grub crying. Maybe because he lost all his grub friends, that we saved some of them, but I'd like to save one more before we go back to him. But there's also another little bit of the Crossroads that we haven't explored yet. Well, we're gonna go there. Why not? We also have a marker because of Wayward Compass of ourselves. That's pretty neat. And with that, let's head back down into the Forgotten Crossroads. I'm not cutting because I need to show you where we're going. I'm gonna break the sign just for fun. We're gonna go this way, take care of the tick-ticks. And there's Gathering Swarm at work. The swarm comes from us, takes the geo, and comes back. Very useful charm. Very. Now we're gonna go this way instead of left. We're gonna go right. Into this temple. Welcome to the Temple of the Black Egg. Hello?
Nah, me nobis.
Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Querl. I have somewhat of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. Quirrell. An explorer. I love looking at uncharted places. This place looks familiar. That's because it is familiar. When that voice cried out to us, it panned out to this egg, covered by these strange markings. They kinda look like masks. This is where that voice was coming from, inside this temple. This is the Black Egg. I have a bunch of lamps around here. But why was that voice locked up? This is a mystery. And that's all we can say about it. For now, I want to talk to Quirrell a bit more, because I like him.
Nah, me nobis.
For so long I felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world is sprung to life. The creatures are riled up, and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. Probably the infection brought it all about. Dead kingdom sprung to life. We've noticed. Took care of the wildlife and the poor travelers like the husks.
Goa, nu doai la man.
Persevere in this ruin. That old nail alone just won't be enough. Though that's no problem. One only has to look around. Plenty have come before us, and most have met their grisly end. Many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind were a fellow explorer to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be burdened with such things.
Well, that is true. They don't really need their weapons now that we're taking care of them. Like the Husk Warriors. They don't need their nails, especially once we put them down. But we can't exactly take their weapons, because that's not a mechanic. That's fine. Quirrell has a nail himself. I don't know, our old nail has been making it pretty far across in Hallownest. We seem to be doing fine.
哥，你都来了
You
没？
pass that town above. What a gloomy little place. And such majesty hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they're all headed down here. Who could resist such possibilities?
Well, most of the people in Dirtmouth have headed down. The place is abandoned except for Elderbug and maybe Sly, because he was in a trance, and he ended up in an old village. The Elderbug doesn't really like exciting things. He's not the adventurous type like you, Quirrell. They prefer to be ignorant.
Truly a marvel.
Yeah, it is. This place is beautiful. Well, that's all we have to do with Quirrell.
What is this feeling? So familiar. Drawn forward yet repelled. And those shapes upon the door. To gaze directly at them turns my mind to fog.
Drawn forward. Turn to fog. Strange. Now that we're out of the temple, those same markings are on the edge too. As for this Temple of the Black Egg, it seems that it was carved out of the husk of an enormous bug. Look, the mouth, the eyes, the horns. Husks here, and we're gonna keep going right. There's still more to do. Take care of that. And before we go down, we're gonna go right.
Come no closer!
This is a Husk Guard! These enemies are special, because with their giant clubs, they can do 2 masks of damage. So we took him down. And here's his whole rack of clubs, or maybe they're teeth of some giant bug. They're protectors. These Husk Guards are protectors of the Crossroads, probably helping to carry stuff across. Anyway, he was protecting a grub. You're free! Now I can get out of here. Husk guards are tough. I don't blame you if you die to them. You gotta know what you're doing when you fight them. Well, let's see where this leads. I'm gonna go right.
With his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2. And then when you're done, let's bury me too.
But didn't know. You again?
Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So, what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in.
Mila. This is Mila. See, she seems to be content just mining around these caves. Looking for riches.
Bury the knight with her broken nail. Bury the priest. Something about a crown? I can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it.
Well, I'm glad we got to meet you, Mila. That's that for now. Maybe we'll see her again. They have crystals lining these walls, but they crack like glass. We have rails. This is a mine. And this is a mine shaft. What do you have around here? More boxes. And we can't do anything about this. It's cracked, but we can't break it. Guess we ought to turn back. Here we have another one of these soul totems. This one's a bit bigger. Looks kinda like a worm. We also have the lights lit by lumaflies. And boxes of crystals and broken elevator. And I guess that's all we have to do here in this mine. It counts as part of the Forgotten Crossroads until it leads into something else. Strange. But we met Mila. And I guess we can move on. We also have a minecart here. Some kind of mining operation, but where are the rest of the miners? Maybe Mila's not an official miner. She just grabbed a pick and heard rumors, maybe. Maybe that's why maybe the other ones are further on ahead. But how did they get past the floor? Maybe they went another way. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we are. Take care of you and you. That's that. Well, I'd like to head back into the stag station. I want to call the last stag for something. And of course take a rest, to update my map. Now we have the Temple of the Black Egg on our map, and Mila's Mine. Of course, like in Dirtmouth, we can go down here to talk with the last stag directly.
It was a long time ago, but I remember when these highways and crossroads pulsed with life. These are the paths I first carried passengers through when I was young. Those travelers are long gone, yet still I remain. Now it seems it's just you and I, and the furtive creatures scratching and squirming all around us.
The travelers at Crossroads are gone, but the last stag remains. Well, I guess you still have me. Goodbye. Wait a minute, why am I even waiting to collect the geo? I can just do it myself. We come into this room, and we are greeted with another husk guard. That's that. 45 geo up pop. We can climb up here, take care of this husk bully, and collect some more geo. Wait, I need to get back there, something I missed. There are fossils all over the floor, but we cannot do anything about these spikes. We can't get through that, we'll just fall right in. If we try and pogo them, we'll land into the ones on up top. Let's go into this storage room. Or at least that's what it looks like we're going into. Let's go. And so the false knight was defeated. He was so false that his weapon wasn't even real. Just another bug attached to a pole. Get out of here. Get out of here. Out. Out. The false knight. Our first true boss. The false knight is just that. He's not real. This right here was a maggot. It took this armor for itself. I don't know why. Maybe to seem strong, 'cause this maggot itself, he doesn't look very strong. So he took this armor that he found lying around, and he used it to make himself at least look strong. Yeah, just to look strong. It was just an illusion. This great shell, it belongs to me. I'm the strongest now. I'm braver than all of you. And we managed to pop him out of this armor and kill him. He was infected as well, so there was also that. But he had something on him. What was he carrying? A city crest. A stone slab bearing the crest of the Hallownest capital city. Has an insert on the back that would fit into a slot. It's like a key of sorts. The Hallownest capital city. Maybe if we come across that city, we might be able to do something with this key. With this crest, whatever it is. And so, we leave the false knight here. He protects the weak at the heart of the Crossroads. We go behind him, and we get 200 Geo as a reward. And I think this is a good place to stop. Next time on Hollow Knight, we see what the false knight was indirectly guarding with this false bravado and his. It's just an illusion. He wasn't really as strong as he looked. Just a little weakling who stole his shell. See you guys then.